I call the shots, I never call it quits. Trust my intuition, bet it's right and bitch, it often is. Seen too many others come and go, they had the wrong intent. Do it out of love and never for it, then I watch it get bigger than expected. No second guess it, I let it set in. It's God's plan, we out here only accepting blessings. I'm stuck with it, this mindset is terminal. In and out different terminals, leveling up is personal. And I already made it, y'all can miss me. I smack my girl's ass, tell her pinch me. It's hard to believe I made something from nothing. No hindsight discussions, I've been writing, I love it.
Welcome to the 3 Gig Sports Podcast, where we are never wrong, just sometimes misinformed. Danny G sitting alongside my guys Myles and Jimmer tonight. How we doing, guys?
Wonderful.
Be better when the Rams get the win tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go.
Big game tonight.
Big. Pull away in the division.
Yeah.
You guys tied up, right?
No, I think they're up a game. 2-1, 1-2.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be. We should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
They
it'll
actually
be
lost that game the first week, and then they laid a dud last week. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a really good game though either way, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a lot to talk about for the weekend. We got a bunch of news and stuff. So what's going on out there, Jimmer?
I do know my man over here, Danny G, owes 3 whiskey wagers.
3 of them.
Double for Bama versus Arkansas. That was 28-0. They made a balanced comeback there.
Yeah, did you see that onside kick?
Yeah.
That kicker? That was fucking awesome.
And then old boy went out in that too, which I'll talk about. And then you had Kentucky over Ole Miss, and that was another close-ass game. Kentucky's quarterback, we were just talking about it. One of his digits is turned sideways. And what'd you call that? Was that gang signs he's throwing up?
Yeah. Also known the Tua sign.
The Tua sign? Yeah.
That wasn't a concussion, though. So, as long as it's clear.
Nope. Not
Yeah.
a concussion.
But we'll go and kick her off with, before we get to the really, really big news of the weekend, Wisconsin does fire their football coach, Paul Chryst, and names defense coordinator Jim Leonhard interim coach after a 2-3 start.
So you're saying he won't become the head coach?
Is that what you think?
Just a trend.
Just a trend?
Seems like it. He's been there for what at this point? Has it been 8 seasons?
Paul Chryst?
6 or 8 seasons. He's been there for a little while, though.
Yeah, he's been there for a little bit.
Yeah, they haven't looked the same. They haven't looked like Wisconsin that we know, right? So
Not dominating.
yeah.
So are you surprised that it's in the middle of the season, though?
No, not in college football anymore.
Got to win now, right?
They fire him on the field?
You're damn straight, Myles.
They did?
They did.
Let's go.
Oh, not Paul Chryst. I thought you were talking about old boy.
No.
Yeah, the Arizona State one they did.
No, I know. That's why
Yeah.
I was hoping to see if they did it again.
At least it's not that bad. That'd be a fucked up trend to start going
Right.
around.
Man, the dreadful
we'll still
after
pay
game
ya.
walk. Like you're over there looking. You're not looking in your locker or your office for a pink slip. You're waiting to see if you see the AD and the not principal, whatever the fuck he's called, sitting over there by the tunnel. Like shit.
Warden?
Yeah.
Warden? No. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. The Suns lose preseason opener to Australia's Adelaide 36ers in a shocking upset at home, 134-124.
No defense?
They played their starters too for a while. That's
Suns?
that's what's more like surprising to me.
And these are NBA players. I don't even care if it's your second team out there and it's not your starters. You're NBA players, right?
Yeah.
So we just dropping the whole team and signing the other?
I don't know. That might not be a bad idea. They're hungry, obviously.
Yeah, 100%, man.
That'd be a gut check, right?
New
They got all
ownership. Maybe they'll make a trade.
They-
Full team.
They got some fucked up shit going on in Phoenix right now.
Yeah.
It's been a rough year and a half span.
Yeah, and I saw that Ayton still. He said he still hasn't talked to the coach either.
Yeah, he still doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
So he feels like he's being held hostage, even though he signed the contract.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. I think, Danny, you actually kind of let me know this one. Indonesian police launch a probe into tear gas firing at a football match that killed at least 125 people.
Wild.
We're calling that tear gas?
What would you call it?
I mean, it's got to be anthrax bomb or something.
Right.
Oh,
125?
I mean, tear gas is what you throw into a crowd to make them deter.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could separate that quickly. I think that's what ended up killing
So
most of
many
these
people.
There's so many people where they
Yeah.
shot it into that they couldn't evacuate right there.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Here we go.
Is this do we go live on this? Like the owners of Live?
I'm not following.
Not following.
Well, you know how we had the debate on the Live owners not being the best, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Yeah, humanitarians. Yeah.
Yeah, so... it's just
Oh, I see. I see where you're at. Yeah, maybe. They're like, fuck these people.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Could be.
Mm.
It's fucked up 125.
It's a ton of people, man.
And what were they doing?
I think they were
Fighting,
they were
basically.
fighting,
Yeah.
which has been happening the last month or so of the soccer season or football.
So they were
season.
fighting at a soccer game.
Yeah.
And 125 people died at a soccer game.
Yes.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did we not hear about that?
I barely caught it when I think Danny was telling me. He's like, "Did you see that?"
Yeah.
And I actually had to kind of search it up a little bit. I'm like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
I
They
think it'd
get,
make bigger news, right?
they get intense over those football games, man.
It's on the same page of ESPN as Brett Favre's welfare scandal. You have to look for it. You have to dig.
Wow.
undig it.
Wow.
It's buried for sure.
It's buried. Alabama jumps Georgia to take the number 1 overall spot in the AP Top 25 college football poll. Saban said Bryce Young is okay after leaving the game with a shoulder injury.
Day to day, I think, is what I saw on
Yeah.
Bryce, right? Backup
That-
came in and looked good.
The
so,
backup looked damn good. That's what happens when you bring in 5-star quarterbacks regularly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they have any. I don't think they have too much to be concerned about. Even if they have to go, if they want to play conservative with, hey Bryce, maybe take a little time, get you right before we get there. We can probably win a few games without you.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to rush him. Like, A, you don't need it, but B, you could be risking, we're talking about drafting,
Yep.
is the draft next year being number 1 potentially, shit like that. So,
And you're giving your backup valuable game time for next season when Bryce isn't there.
yeah.
That being said,
Give me that whiskey, Miles.
is this warranted?
Yeah, after this weekend it is. Yeah, Georgia barely escaped their game. I was impressed the fact that they were able to come back and do what they did, but the way Bama just manhandled Arkansas, I think what I saw was that was their biggest win over a top 10 team ever. And they've been throttling people for years, right? Forever. So, huge win. They deserve to jump. Yeah.
That, what I was going to tell you is that the Georgia one, I don't know if I got to take a step back. Last year, of course, I didn't give him any love, really. Took me until way late in the season where I'm like, all right, finally conceded, right? And then this year, I kind of jumped on right away. I'm like, they're really good. And then the last 2 games have not been that impressive, especially for Stetson Bennett. This game was against Missouri, and I understand it was on the road. I get that. But where was that Georgia-Oregon game at?
I know, man. What do you mean, where was it?
Where was it in Eugene?
No, yeah, it was in Georgia. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it was in Georgia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, okay.
In Georgia?
So at least it was a home game. But either way, it's still Missouri. Like,
Yeah, and I don't know
and
if you
they
caught
had
much of it. But
I watched it. Like, they had a legitimate shot of losing that game.
yeah,
Any team in the SEC has a chance of winning against anybody any day.
but you wouldn't think Missouri's in that same category, right?
I would.
Okay.
No, Danny, I would never take
Like-
that bet.
I'm like, all right. I was really surprised. The reason I brought that up to see if you watched it, like the offensive and defensive line of Missouri looked better than Georgia's, and that's like the bread and butter for that team. So I was really surprised there.
They were attacking on the defensive line for sure. They were getting after Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, and they couldn't run the ball hardly.
Yep.
That tight end is he's a phenom though, man. That Georgia tight end is so
Powers.
good. Yeah. Oh my God. But it'll help them grow during the season, a close win like this, because they did win, even if it was ugly. But
You still need them. It isn't like I shouldn't be bashing too hard, but I'm just saying it's 2 concerning games in a row.
Yeah.
It isn't just watching this one and they barely came out with a victory against a not so good team in Missouri, at Missouri. It was actually, they didn't play a very good game the game before. So the offense is still something to be maybe a little timid of. That just tricks some of that Mike's right there. You mix it together, it might taste a little spiked lemonade. Harder spiked.
That's why I brought it out, because I'm like, I know I got some shots. I couldn't remember the second one, though. But, oh, yeah.
Number 1 and 3, baby.
It's rough.
Warm whiskey wager. The Steelers, Kenny Pickett replaces Mitch Trubisky at quarterback.
Let's go.
Rushes for 2 touchdowns and throws 3 interceptions in a loss to the Jets.
Good thing he rushed for 2 touchdowns.
Little quick side note. We'll talk about the game a little bit, but a little side note. A spectator at the game dies after a fall from an escalator. Damn.
Escalators can be scary, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It freaked me out thinking I'm going to get wrapped up in it. Like I don't even have shoelaces on my shoe. I'm still thinking it's going to like suck me in somehow.
I got nothing. How the fuck you fall from an escalator?
That had to been like that's the first thing I thought of. So I was thinking I'm like someone had to have been getting rowdy or just joking around, fucking around. Like how do you go over the side of an escalator?
Yeah.
They're not enclosed?
No.
They're
Oh, that?
Yeah,
Not-
the stairs,
not
the
an
moving
elevator.
stairs, Miles.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but back to Pickett. So technically 3 interceptions came his way, but 2 of these, Mahomes' mom would say were the receiver's fault, where they're trying to get that stat taken away. One of them hit his receivers directly in the hands, bobbled, and then got picked off. Another one I can't remember exactly how it went. But it was definitely his receiver had it and then didn't have it. Is this kind of where I think this is kind of where we were thinking he was going to start making his appearance, isn't it? Isn't that what we were saying at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, for sure. Trubisky is fine, but fine only gets you so far when your offensive line is that bad, right? So people were calling for it. I'm glad they started Pickett. He had a rough game, but he's going to have a lot of rough games. They can't protect him. They can't do anything. The receivers cannot drop the ball as often as they're doing there. This could be, just to put it out there, not to like sound alarms because I do like Mike Tomlin, but this could be the year they don't finish over 500 and don't make the playoffs. They look bad, man.
They do, but a lot of that is what? That the defense doesn't look the same. It looks a lot of that. Didn't realize how much TJ Watt brought to the team. I understand how special he is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to downplay him, but I thought that defensive unit was just a pretty damn good unit all around, and it isn't the same when TJ isn't there. Then you add that offensive line. So they're almost like the Cincinnati Bengals from last year.
Yeah.
That made it to the Super Bowl.
I don't know about what Kenny Pickett will end up being. I'm not talking about exactly match for match, Danny. But what I am talking about is if they don't spend their first 3-round draft picks on offensive linemen, they don't really intend to make this team the right way. So I'm a venture a guess that they do.
In that division, yeah, they're gonna finish below 500 this year.
Do you think right now, without Deshaun, do you think they're better than Cleveland or worse than Cleveland?
Oh, they're worse than Cleveland right now. I believe you got to think when you take somebody like Watt out of practice and everything, like you're losing your leader. I mean, that team can win games on the defensive side.
Yeah.
With Watt in.
Yep.
I mean, he's a playmaker. You're losing a lot of vocal there, and somebody's got to step up on that defense. As far as the quarterback play and everything, if you're last in the division, you don't start your rookie. I wouldn't risk it.
You don't think so?
No, even this early in the season, no way.
I think they make the move for 2 reasons. I think they made it obviously because Mitch is Mitch. Mitch looked good or decent with the Bills, and he had literally no pressure at all. He was purely a backup. You're not unseating Josh Allen. That's not going to happen, right?
Right.
So you have no pressure. You have 0 pressure. They would have pulled him from as a backup when he was coming in to clean up for the Bills. Had he started playing just a little bit like shit, and would have brought Josh Allen back in just to let the league know that we are still, that's what I'm saying. There was like literally no pressure there. I think they brought him in for 2 reasons. One, I think he gives them the best shot to win. I do believe that. I'm not saying they're going to win a lot. I'm just saying I believe they think the best shot of winning is with Kenny Pickett. You don't know what he is. You know what Mitch Trubisky is, right? Then they also have, if it doesn't work, it's a rebuilding year, and he gets game experience. He gets live game reps that he can build on for next year. He can build this continuity with this young wide receiving core. Because he was throwing it over the place. He really was. These boys were getting catches. Very first shot, I think it was his very first throw, might have been an interception, but he wung it downfield.
Yeah.
He wasn't afraid of the moment, and I think they'll be just fine as long as they get that offensive line built up. It sucks because I don't like the Steelers because of one guy at work. But they're going to be just fine, I think. I really do. Throughout the next 10 years, as long as they get the offensive line to protect him. I think you're only going to have 1 year of Mike Tomlin going under 500.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that worries me, I don't know how I feel about that defense right now because even without Watt, you're not getting as much pressure, but that secondary should be really good. And they're not. Zach Wilson just diced him up, right? Coming back off of his injury with a Jet squad that doesn't have the talent that you do. Mm-hmm. But with a coach like Mike Tomlin, who is a great coach, he's not an offensive-minded coach. Mm-hmm. So if you think about it, besides the offensive line, they have fucking talent on that offense.
Yeah.
They have a lot of talent.
They do.
But they have no idea how to use it.
I don't think so.
I've never seen it, right?
Right. Most of it's kind of a little ad-libbed.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think they lost their offensive coordinator the year before Big Ben's last year. So they were or maybe it was 2 years that he played with a new offensive coordinator too. Like they were getting used to it. I think Mike Tomlin is a team first. He has his own thing like going on, as in he has his own culture we like to use built into this team. Everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing, but he's not so big-headed of a man that he wouldn't trust a man to come in and run his offense. Look for, if he gets passed up again, I'm going to throw it out there. I don't think he should because I don't think it's him, but Eric Bieniemy getting outbid because he's only on a 1-year deal there anyways and moves on up there to Pittsburgh as their offensive coordinator. Or another Chiefs one who is also there. Matt Nagy's back there, I do believe. What I'm saying, though, is Mike Tomlin, he's comfortable in his skin. He's comfortable knowing it's his team. He has nothing to fear with that. I don't think he has a problem bringing in a offense coordinator that can help with that talent that they do have. I'm with you, though. I don't know if they do know how to use it.
Yeah.
A lot of talent. No playoffs. Under 500.
Nope. No
growing
playoffs.
season.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
Mr. Aaron Rodgers says the Packers' OT escape of the Pats. This way of winning, I don't think, is sustainable. Agree, disagree, take win when you get it.
Say it one more time.
He says this way of winning, I don't think, is sustainable. Because they're winning a lot off that last drive, field goals. They're winning ugly is what it comes down to. They beat Tampa Bay the week before, but it wasn't a sexy win.
Winning is winning.
Yeah, I think it's not necessarily sustainable. You're not going to do it every game, week after week, but it's going to, I think, harden you to once you get to playoffs, because those are going to be tighter games, and you're going to have been there multiple times that season to win. I was surprised the Packers defense kind of shit the bed against New England. I did not expect that many points from New England. Yeah, I know you didn't either.
More specifically,
rookie quarterback.
Yeah, their third string quarterback was winging it around there.
Wait a minute.
Mac Jones better look out.
Hoyer got hurt in the first quarter.
Dun, 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 dun. Tom Brady 2.0.
He looked good.
They're selling their blood.
Either that or they're getting multiple picks back for this cat because somebody's going to want to take a shot at him because they've seen some game on him. He was flinging it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Carolina. They're signing every quarterback.
Wasn't that the dude that like broke a bunch of records or was right there, like passed for 1 million yards and all that? Zap?
Yeah,
That's who it
it's
is.
definitely, he's up there. Yeah, I remember talking about him last year.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He was like
Pass for what?
in college.
in
like
college.
records.
In college records. Like, what was it, Western Kentucky or something?
Somewhere weird, yeah. That might be right.
I'll look that up quick.
He passed for
Michigan?
what?
No, I was being a smart ass about
Jeez.
the virus.
It's like,
Jeez.
there's not enough
Is
games.
it Bailey Zapp? Does that sound right? Yeah. I got the name right.
It's like, what does this do? Get redshirted 20 years ago?
Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
And we're going to look up college stats because I'm
Man,
curious.
Western Kentucky has produced some players.
They also have produced a lot of sister on brother love.
That's Northern Kentucky, closer to Cincinnati.
He's like, I know.
I know who's related.
Yeah. So just in 2021, he passed for 5,967 yards, bro. 62 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
That's a good ratio.
That's a hell of a good ratio. 69% completion percentage. This dude.
That's a better number.
He only got one season of starting there.
That's all
I think it's only one season.
Then he transferred.
No,
No,
he didn't.
2021. I think he was just always there, just
Right.
sitting.
Oh, as a backup or something, huh?
Yeah, he only has one
Damn.
season under him.
Oh, damn.
That's a surprise.
Did you guys hear that? Sitting works? Shit.
It does. If people stop being impatient, but the people also need to not be the. You know why you do realize why the teams are impatient, right? It's because the fans are impatient.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
They're constantly beating shit down. Like, we don't know how to chill and wait. Like, I don't want to chill and wait for my freshman. I don't want Petrus out there. I want that goddamn freshman in there. That's what I want. I want Carson Maine. I want the experience to start hitting him now.
Right.
That's what I want. So I'm part of the problem too.
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not, but fucking listen to me. Let them hear me, but you ain't got to do what
Let him sit, right?
you ain't got to do what the people say.
That's right. Bill Belichick does what he wants.
Let
all
them
his
eat cake.
You are right about Rodgers and the sustainable. It's not sustainable, but a win is a win. Number one.
Yeah.
Take them when you can get them, because I've been like down on my Vikings, but they are 3-1. They still, those games are games they would have lost. Kirk Cousins
Just
does look
last
like,
year,
yeah,
they would have lost.
Kirk
yeah.
Cousins looks like dog shit though.
Yeah.
Dog shit.
That offense doesn't look good.
It does not. Something's just not right outside of that first week. In fact, this game they needed the, I want to say bailout, because that's the Saints playing shitty defense or whatever and the refs throwing flags. That final drive for the Vikings, that's how they moved the ball down the field, was flags.
Yeah.
Right?
That kick went in.
No, it did not. He watched this with me. He's like, what
The
do you mean
double
that
dunk?
looks? He's like, the double dog, it's right there. It's just like if you cross the goal line. I'm like, no, it's got to go through the uprights.
Yeah.
Nah, breaking the plane, baby.
Nah.
No, it's got to go through. But
On a
regardless.
serious note,
Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers needs to go back to doing his fucking shrooms and licking toads and just fucking mellow out, dude.
Okay.
Listen, dude, you're getting paid millions of dollars. You're throwing it to these young guys. They're going to drop it every now and then. Sometimes the stars just get too big.
Sometimes. I think they're building one, though. I think he's building one in Romeo Dobbs.
I
I
think
think Dobbs is gonna be good, man.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he
I'm
found another guy.
Green Bay did not draft these wide receivers to be garbage. They are going to be good.
Yeah.
One or two of them might be great.
I think Romeo Dobbs is that guy. They use him in almost everything, and he has a little bit of a connection. It's the only one that he's went back to right after a drop. It's the only receiver that he's went back to right away when they're young.
Who else was he going to throw it to?
No, but what I'm saying is Watson, he dropped one. He didn't see the ball thrown his way again until the very late end of that happened in the first quarter, very first play. Didn't get another pass thrown his way until after midway through the fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what he
well,
does.
that was a walk-in. That was terrible.
That was terrible. He should just sit his ass on the bench to at least a quarter to think that out.
Well, I'm telling you, the whole team's building receptions with love.
They're getting these ugly wins. I think they're going to start gelling more, and they could be a little bit scary once they do gel, because they do have a lot of talent. They're
Yeah.
just young talent.
Yep.
So,
Especially on that defensive side.
well, this weekend was weird too, because there's defenses where you're like, you played like shit this weekend. Like, is that really you? Like the Packers, they gave up way too many points to New England. New England's not good. Tampa's
Tampa
defense
Bay,
was dog shit. Yeah.
The Saints, they've been kind of downhill this year anyway. I think we were a little too high on them on defense, and we're starting to see that.
You want to talk about defenses?
What do you got?
Y'all dumb for letting the Eagles bench riding on the bench and letting me pick them up. You know how many sacks they've got through 4 games?
Hey, our league has 200 fab bucks allowed for the whole season. How many fab bucks do you have left, Myles?
97.
After 4 weeks?
Hey, I ain't playing logistics. I'm playing to win, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Get the
all right.
dub.
Get it. You're not wrong.
Casino!
Tua Tagovailoa, NFL doctor, was fired due to the Dolphins' concussion controversy after Bills and Bengals hits.
Bullshit.
Dolphins say quarterback. You okay there? Bless you. Say Tagovailoa is ruled out for Week 5.
Let me explain to you what my job does, okay? Where we work at, James?
Hmm?
It's always operator error. Always operator error.
Number 2 over there.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, Danny.
So warm and fuzzy.
So, okay, operator error.
He tried to go talk.
Don't throw up on me now. Don't throw up on me now.
No, it's fire. It's not puke. It's fire.
And where I'm going with this is somebody's got to take the blame, and it ain't going to be the teams. It's not going to be the coaches. It's not going to be the GMs. It's not going to
be the player.
It's not going to be the player. Yeah, damn sure ain't going to be the player. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
So somebody's got to take the rap. But did you see the crazy part about yesterday?
What's that?
There was a couple of players that I believed yesterday should have been pulled, and they came back in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the? Oh, we not learn a fucking thing here?
Right. The Bucks. The Bucks had
The
one.
Bucks was one, and then.
Tight end Brait was knocked.
But he came back.
Yep.
And then.
Because he had Bucks explain. That's one of the headlines. Explain the handling of.
I could have swore he came out. He got hit, got up, and you could tell he was dazed. Did a play. Then they call down to pull him off the field. And then he comes back. All right.
Let me just interrupt because I'm passionate about this too. Albert Pujols just hit 703, gentlemen. This man is on a fucking tear.
The man. That's one hell of a season to
He
a
should be an
walk-off season.
MVP consideration, okay?
Why not?
Let's be real.
If they win this World Series, I think he should be.
Bro.
Here's the baseball owners. Let him juice.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm totally with you on the whole concussion thing. They're too focused on these specific protocols. If they pass this test, if they do this, they're good to go. That's all bullshit. I went on a fucking soapbox after the first Tua concussion when they let him play because you could see in the replay exactly. Dude, make those fingers again. The Tua fingers, right? You could see that happening. He had no control over his hand. That's some kind of brain injury of some sort. You're done, dude. You're out for the rest of the game for sure.
Minimum.
I don't care about the protocols at that point. And then Tua, you have to protect the players because then he came up and straight up lied and said his back.
Yeah.
He's like, it was my back. That's why I was stumbling or whatever. You have to protect the players.
I'm gonna let you go on your rant. Continue. I am going to. This is part of what they were getting sued for too, is players are super competitive. They are supposed to. The teams need to protect the players from themselves because they want to get back out there with their guys. This is part of that lawsuit in the very first place, right? Is that they need to tell them. A player will sit there and tell you he's good all day. You know, like you need to take that option away from them. No, sir, you're done. Go ahead.
Yeah, 100%. You've got to totally, like a simple, okay, pass the protocols. If you watch the goddamn replay on that play, that's all you need to see. I don't care about protocols. And I got into an argument with somebody on social media about this shit. They're like, oh, he passed all the protocols. I'm like, obviously the protocols are fucked.
Oh, I seen
right?
I've seen your comments. I seen them.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's not right. But, and then there's other people that are saying, well, you know, they know that it's a sport where you could get hurt and things like that. That's all totally fair. Mm-hmm. But somebody needs to still protect them from themselves. Yeah, you could get concussed in football, 100%. Mm-hmm. But we don't need to make it worse and make you go out there and potentially have what happened to Tua again the week after.
Well, can I tell you what this has helped me gain respect for? Like boxing doctors and UFC doctors. Like, you see a guy cut up and he's still ready to fucking fight, right? Doctor's like, we're done. Or the ref calls it,
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, we need one of those in the NFL.
Yeah,
Just
they
done.
don't care if
Yeah.
people get pissed. They're like, this is what has to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people losing money on the bet that just, you got two people in a ring. You got one bet on the other guy. In NFL, you next man up.
Right.
So, I mean, as a player, if I was a player, it'd be hard to pull me out if I was still able to go. But they need to have somebody there with the towel, throw him in. He's out.
Yep. 100%. And I think the worst part to me, what's McDaniel? Who's the coach for Miami? What's his name? That young, creepy-looking guy.
Is it McDaniels?
You think he's creepy?
I think it's
too?
McDaniels.
Yeah, he's creepy as hell looking.
You're right.
Yeah. After that first game, he said the same thing. He was like, yeah, I wouldn't risk anything if this was I act like it's my kid. I wouldn't risk anything if, he was potentially hurt.
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, okay, it is McDaniel. So he said the exact same thing. He passed all the protocols. Everything was great. Bro, they played the replay I don't know how many times of what happened. You could have just looked. And he didn't. So the scapegoat is going to be the guy that said he passed the protocols, but it's not on him as far as I'm concerned. But this shit pisses me off.
I'm with you. It pisses me off too. It pisses me off that people are even half-ass defending this. I had a couple guys at work that say, well, it wasn't. It was his back. That was not his back, friend. Watch the replay. That is not his back. If it was his back, not once did he reach for his back. Right. Not one time in back pain did he reach for his fucking back. Watch it. I watched it multiple times. I'm like, show me where he's reaching for his back, sir. He's not.
He was reaching for his back.
No, he wasn't. The only thing he was reaching from his back is the ground to his back because he went down.
Right.
And they just, boom. I'm like,
what?
It's just ridiculous.
You know what, though?
He only went out there for the second game. He only went out there for the Bengals game purely because they cleared him and said he didn't have a concussion in the first place from the previous game. That's the only reason why he played Thursday night.
Yep. If
they would have found fault and said he had a concussion back here, he would have never been playing in Thursday's game. Too quick of a turnaround.
this man could have been paralyzed for life.
Yes.
You know what I think's messed up?
He could be fucked for life. The way he just took that. Go on.
Did you see how hard he was spun to the ground?
Yeah.
So, I think with a concussion, I think you already rattle your brain, And I think he was out before the ground. I think when he grabbed him and yanked him,
And spun,
the concussion that he had 4 days ago is no, fuck this, we're out.
Oh, fuck this, we're out.
Yeah. No, but I mean his.
I agree with you. I just think it's fun.
Yeah.
I love how you just broke that down.
The explanation was perfect.
Yeah, I love the explanation.
his hands were already going before he hit the ground. His body was already braced.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
we're
Fuck that, I'm out.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know how many more times they need to see this. The NFL, the teams, everything. I think you need to severely fine one of these teams. And it'd be the Dolphins, obviously, number one, first off. I don't give a fuck if you got rid of the doctor or not. That's an independent neurologist anyways.
Yeah.
You could have pulled him out. You had fans. You had 60,000 fans in the stands. You have all your teammates. You have all the staff. You have everyone from the concession stands knows what the hell they just saw. And you say, stay the fuck out.
And, bro,
Fine him.
Which offensive lineman helped him when he almost fell down again? Remember when he got up?
Yeah.
The guy had to grab him. He needs to be you're going to the sideline, bro.
Yeah.
If your job is to protect him, that you can't pull him. Okay, you're good, bro. This isn't. It's a brain thing at this point. It's not I kind of hurt my fucking, I don't know, calf or something, right? Okay, let's tough it out. You'll be fine,
Right.
God, yeah, it's a way bigger deal than what some people think.
I don't think they released the company the guy worked for, so he probably owns the company, and they're still hiring his employees to do the protocols.
Right. They haven't. To my knowledge, they haven't released the name of him.
Yeah.
No, I did listen.
No, they
to,
released his name.
Did they?
I don't think they released the company though.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I did listen to Shannon Sharp talk about one of the concussions he had where he didn't know he had a concussion. He just kind of all of a sudden came to. I think it was when they won their first Super Bowl with the Broncos. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, I just remember opening my eyes. I'm like, oh, shit, what's going on? What happened? And somebody's like, yeah, we just won the Super Bowl. And he just starts celebrating. He's like, oh, sweet. He had no idea what happened. He didn't know he was concussed or anything, right? So, maybe same thing with Tua. Maybe he's just like, I don't know what happened. That was weird. Time to go back and play. But
I've had 2 concussions, one from a car wreck and one in a football game. Can't say I knew I had it at the time. I do know when we got on the bus to leave, the lights came on and I dropped to my knees.
It hurt.
Yeah, I was like, turn them off. And then my coach was like, oh, shit. And he's like, Myles, come up here. And like after the lights, I was blind for like 2 minutes, like just holding my head, pounding, and it was just terrible.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain I had one for sure. I got rocked. I went parallel.
Yeah,
I went parallel with the ground in the air, got side blocked, and just because it was shoulder to shoulder.
You got ear hold?
Yeah.
Let's go,
dude. It was a clean hit, 100%. Especially in those days of rules, there was no defenseless player.
Yep.
I got rocked. It was off of. What did we do? He must have either sprung loose because I was on defense. He must have sprung loose and tried to chase down. And I got
what position
big
were
old defense tackle.
You were getting ear hold on a pitch.
No. We were downfield. Like I was running to get in the angle.
Oh,
and a big old fullback. The fullback was every bit of. Now, mind you, where I was younger, this is 10th grade. I got ear hold. Dude was probably every bit of 6'2", 6'3", and stacked like a shit brick house. And I'm talking like parallel with the ground before I came down. Like I got rocked that hard.
Mine was always on the crack blocks from the wide receivers coming down on me.
Nice.
Coach always, keep your head on a swivel. I can't swivel no more, coach.
I can't swivel no more. It's bouncing.
I'll just take the player with me.
Supposedly, the what the Dolphins are saying is that the neurologist made multiple mistakes in the during his evaluation.
Everybody, fuck it. They all made him.
Yeah, there's people commenting everywhere. Dr. Scapegoat, paging Dr. Scapegoat.
100%.
What's the point in having the people calling from New York to make calls correct if you can't be like, hey, there's a dude that everybody's watching on TV stumbling like 10 times. Can we get him the fuck out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of all people, he's the quarterback. Everybody's looking at him at all times. So you can't, there's no excuse for missing it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
It was a good week to play against him in fantasy, though. Sorry, Tua. You don't deserve that, but
Right.
Kyle does.
Oh. Moving on. Authorities probing report of scandal at Lake Erie fishing tournament. Danny G watches before we got on there. Jacob Runyon of Broadview Heights, Ohio, and Chase Kaminsky of Hermitage, Pennsylvania, were immediately disqualified. There was weights in the fish. I think there was like 6 pound lead weights. Or 6 ounce, something like that. I think it was 6 ounce. Does that sound right? One sec. I'm going to finish this
you're
part.
good. I'm thinking of something.
Cuyahoga County Prosecutor Michael O'Malley said, I take all crimes seriously, including attempted felony theft at a fishing tournament. These individuals will be held accountable.
You can go first, Danny.
I don't have much on it. I just watched it. I don't know shit about fishing competitions, so it's fucked up. It's obviously cheating. But you guys had mentioned they'd won a bunch of money in the past.
Yeah,
off this too.
$300,000 last year off of fishing tournaments.
Yeah. What? Okay, so here's a question before you guys go, because I don't know this. How do they figure it out?
Because that fish didn't weigh no fucking 13 whatever pounds.
It just seemed way too heavy.
No, not even seemed. They looked a little different, and the weight. It was like comboed with that.
You look at that fish, I'm like, all right, guys, come on now. You could have at least tried 9 pounds maybe, but fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was clear. Like, it was the tournament directors, like, that sounds really fishy.
Nah.
Lack of a better term there. Looks real fishy about the weight and the length of that fish.
Yeah.
So, here's a little tidbit. Oh, it wasn't just lead balls, by the way. It was filleted walleye, pre-prepped filleted walleye they were stuffing in there, too. So, a little tidbit, though, is something that I found out while seeing this, because the videos are everywhere. Go to anywhere you want. Go to TikTok. People are fucking blowing up. The people in the tournaments were blowing up. I'm surprised this dude didn't get punched. He's standing there while they're taking him out, and he's just sulking, and everyone's like, he's screaming and yelling at him. And did you know in all these fishing tournaments that they do not cut open the damn fish on check anyways?
They're supposed to be alive. When they have to be alive and then released to count.
I'm just saying, like, they're dead by the time they bring them up there.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No, they keep them in a live well in bags, and they literally put them in.
The ones that they had there weren't before they gutted them.
They gutted them because they were going to die with 15 pounds of fucking lead in them.
Maybe.
So let me tell you a little something. fucking genius, first off. Genius. I'm not for cheating, but, buddy, if it gets your bills paid, go for it. I'm not saying go steal from your friends. That's fucked up. But if you can cheat and make money, do it.
Do it.
But, no, on a serious note, that is, so I've been fishing without a scale and taking a picture of a fish, or I've had you got to measure them to keep them. I had an old fisherman tell me way back when that you can measure a fish by length, and I might be wrong on the second part, but I do believe it's width. But it could be something like the tail too, like just measure the width of the tail. But I think that's the width of the fish.
Okay.
And when you do that, it will damn near give you the weight of the fish by doing that. You gotta do some number thing in there. I can't remember it all exactly.
Right.
But I'm venturing to believe somebody at that tournament, maybe that old guy that told me that was there.
Right. They're like, hold on, something ain't adding up here, right?
Okay.
So it was all 5 fish.
You got a 6-inch fish, about 2 inches wide. Yeah, that's 15 pounds. You're good.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Genius, though.
Genius.
I'll tell you this, though. If I'm going to come home with $300,000, I'm putting steel balls in those motherfuckers all day. Just so everybody knows. So if you catch me out there with some record fish, it ain't legit. All right?
It ain't legit,
I'm just
right?
being real right now.
Well, if they doing it, somebody else is doing it too. So let's
100%.
be honest.
Yeah, they're probably just caught.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all. Oh, they're pissed because we only use 5-ounce fucking.
Fucking Billy over here, he's using bricks in his fish.
Let's see, and that's what I got right there. I'd have one quick one actually, and then I'm gonna do my strange law. The quick one is I'm not gonna go into too much detail. Try to keep this fresh in your mind for our next one, because I want to wait until a little more details are out. U.S. soccer investigation into women's game finds systemic abuse and misconduct.
They don't have weights.
Just
Not funny.
we already know that it's plenty of fucked up shit going on in soccer. Just another one for the old.
It's a power thing, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Saw the same thing with the women's gymnastic team, right?
Oh shit, we're going that route.
Like shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised you see it more.
Yep.
Nah,
That stuff starting
Until
to
it
come
gets
out
squashed,
more.
yeah.
My strange law for you gentlemen. Real quick, short, simple one. Still in South Carolina. Fountain Inn, South Carolina. Horses are to wear pants at all times.
What's pants? Does it mean a saddle, you think? What are pants?
I'm taking it as pants.
I bet it does mean something like that.
I wonder.
Pants.
Yeah, it'd be like.
Jimmy's like, no.
No, it's
Jimmy's like,
pants.
fucking
I'm looking
no.
at blue jeans, some
No.
Wranglers. That's what I'm thinking. Nice pair
Some
of Wranglers.
fucking Levi's.
Where'd you say they were from?
South Carolina.
South.
Yep. You want to be shocked then. That's why I said South, not North.
No,
South,
no,
they be some weird shit with
There's some weird shit.
Yeah,
South
anytime you throw South in front of it, it's fucked. You're already going the wrong way. Sorry.
And that's what I got, gentlemen. Ready to go over the weekend games?
Yeah.
I won some money.
Did you?
I won some.
All right.
And I didn't bet down a bunch, but practically doubled.
Okay. We'll
Not
take that.
Not a bad weekend of betting there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we'll take that all day.
We'll have you tell. We're going to do a make sense about your
Yeah,
gambling.
that'll be your shit.
You want to touch on some of those college ones real quick?
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, let's do it. Yep.
We don't have to.
No,
we
I'm
know
just saying
who
there's
won.
not too much crazy,
Yeah.
right? We touched on Arkansas getting their asses whooped.
Yeah.
I just want to scroll through to see if there was
am I at?
anything good. Oklahoma State, Bailey. We called that on the nut too. High scoring. Oklahoma State pulled that shit out. Yeah, let's just go through anything that was crazy.
I was going to say, we talked about the nastiness of old boy's hand. Clemson did take care of business.
They did.
And they did cover the spread, but it was still closer than what you had called. You said North Carolina State's pretty good this year,
Yeah,
so it's not going to be a blowout.
Fucking field goal.
But I believe Clemson's back.
I think so.
Am
too.
I too quick on that?
I think they're back, but like they've still got more work to do to be in that like top 4 range.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they can win a national championship. What I mean back is when you win a game like that, which they would have either lost or been way closer last year, maybe even less low scoring. I mean, more low scoring, but feels like they're back. Maybe not national championship yet, But maybe they are. You never know. I mean, there's two clear-cut dominant ones, right? Bama and Georgia. What's the difference between Clemson and Michigan or Ohio State at that point?
SEC.
No, I don't mean – I get that.
You're right.
Well, but, I mean, besides those two teams, those other two spots, there's not much of a difference right there, right?
Strength of
Myles?
schedule.
The Big Ten is sexier and harder than the ACC.
Oh, then the ACC? Okay.
Yeah,
And the Big 12 and the Pac-12.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
Clemson,
A Big 12, Pac-12, same thing.
Clemson
Yeah, they don't
should
matter.
not be in the ACC. That's garbage.
It is. They're getting away with murder down there.
What I was pumped about, I started to talk to you about this the other day, Jimmer. UCLA and Washington played, right? Both teams 4-0 at the time. Washington's turning a corner. They seem to be Washington of old. UCLA put in work, man. They balled out 48-32. They beat Washington. Very good team. The quarterback, yeah, he's a three-name quarterback. That's why I couldn't remember. Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Look up his highlights from that game. That's like he pulled some Matrix shit in that game. He looked phenomenal. And I think Chip Kelly's got them where they could be that one team. It depends on USC, of course, but they could be that one Pac-12 team that tries to sneak in, at the end of the year. But, yeah.
I think my most impressive one this weekend to me, Danny, wasn't even a ranked bout.
Okay.
Kansas beats Iowa State 14-11. Do you know Kansas's record right now? We're talking about Kansas, not Kansas State.
Wait, they how much?
14-11.
Against who?
Iowa State.
No, Kansas is ranked.
No, Kansas State.
Kansas State is ranked.
Yep.
Kansas is not.
Kansas State's ranked 4?
No, they're ranked 25th.
Yeah, which is very high for them, too.
Who played number 4? The Iowa Hawkeyes played number 4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry.
Kansas is 5-0, gentlemen.
Put some respect on it.
I don't know if the basketball team made it out there on the football field or what's going on here, but I said this last year. Was that number 3 right there? Yeah. I said this last year. Kansas was building something kind of special. I can kind of tell the wins weren't there, but what happened?
They just left Aaron Donald unblocked, and he smoked Jimmy G.
Oh,
I mean, he
better
got
be
rid of the
looking
ball.
for another.
This motherfucker's
quarterback
got
here
Monday Night Football on right now watching I don't blame him.
I would too.
Fucking
All right, Jimmer, what I thought was hilarious, though, TCU actually fucking beat the bricks off of Oklahoma. Did you see their farewell? It was something like what they said to Oklahoma was like, I can't remember the exact quote, but ultimately it was bye-bye. This is like your last farewell. Enjoy the SEC.
SEC.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they end the Big 12 in like dog shit and then they try to go to the fucking SEC, bro.
That may be the most overrated team that we were thinking because, we didn't think they were going to do much, and then they started off hot. So we're like, fuck. They're still Oklahoma.
Yep.
2 games in a row now, right?
Yep.
Not good.
Yeah, it was K-State last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kansas State's still winning, so I don't know. Is there any more on the college front you want to talk about?
Yeah, where's my boy Spencer Rattler at?
South Carolina.
How are they doing?
Man,
Let's take a look.
He went south too.
he did.
He did.
I'm just gonna tell you guys.
Yeah, I don't
now,
think there's much
Aaron
else.
Donald has done 4 plays now, and he's playing like this is the best game I've seen him play this year.
A&M did get railed by Mississippi State, by the way.
So
Throttled.
how is South Carolina doing?
I look it up quick.
Looks like they're ACC too, right?
Yep.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
They're SEC.
they're SEC.
Yeah, they are. They're one of those nobody cares about SEC schools.
Yeah, you would never know.
SEC East, I think.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
3-2. They 50-10 South Carolina State. So
They beat up the
we'll
Division
see how
2
Spencer.
school.
That's your boy? Is that what you just said?
No, dude.
Okay.
I
thank
just
God.
watched that documentary on him on QB1, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't get to play the rest of the season." I'm like, "Dude, all right, you got caught fucking a teacher."
No, I don't like him either. But so they won 50-10. He had 212, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. So if you win 50-10, your stat line's got to be better than that, right?
Yeah, or no interceptions at least.
Wait,
That means your
exactly.
backups
how many
came in.
rushing touchdowns though?
The fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
1.
now he's doing good. He's got half that covered.
Less than half. It was 50.
21. Oh, fuck. The kicker probably had the other.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's roll down here.
NFL time?
NFL time.
Let's go.
We talked a little bit about that game already. Bengals Dolphins. This shit was ugly. Let's go over the pond. We'll go right down the list like what we had last week.
Just to check on that real quick, Bengals Dolphins.
Yeah, 27-15.
Are the Bengals fine now?
No, fuck no. Sorry.
Yes,
Fuck
I think so
no.
too.
I think they're fine.
Yeah.
I think he did a little poor man's version of Aaron Rodgers when he said relax. He didn't spell it out. He needs to become more professional and spell it out for everybody.
Yeah.
But once he said that, I think they are. I really do think they're fine. I think their defense needs to learn how to meld. They got new pieces. That offensive line is getting better and better. They just need to learn how to meld together. They are a hell of a lot better than they were last year. That's for damn sure, by talent-wise alone. So they just need to learn how to meld. I think they are, yeah.
Their division
They're not winning
doesn't
the
look
division.
that good either.
They're not winning the division.
Who's going to win it?
Yeah,
Baltimore's
who's
defense
pulling
is
away with that?
trash.
Both.
They are.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't matter when you're putting up 70 points a game.
They're 2-2. Baltimore's not that
I
great.
know. I realize.
And so,
Everyone's
who
lumped
else
together.
is 2-2?
The Bengals.
Browns.
The Browns, the
Ooh.
Bengals.
Steelers are one game away.
Yeah,
That's the
So
truth.
there's one game away. You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
Crazy division.
So yes, I think they're back. I think they either wrap up the division or they will come in second, like we were thinking. And that's only going to be them or the Ravens, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Those
Unless
two.
something happens where the Browns can kind of stay right there, like a game or two above before Deshaun,
just
and
throws
then Deshaun
down.
just torches it.
Yeah.
There's one person holding that team back, and it's the guy that gets the ball on the 1 yard line 3 times. Not 3 times in one drive. 3 different drives on the goal line, 2 times and can't get it in.
Who's that? Mixon?
Mixon.
Do you have Mixon?
Oh, I went against Mixon. I was happy.
Yeah.
So you were ecstatic for him not breaking that.
Oh yeah, I was
got
like,
you.
well, here's another 6. Here's another 6. I mean, he had a good stat game, but jeez,
Gets a lot of touches, man.
No,
you got to avoid the contact.
you're not wrong.
Yeah.
We're starting against over the pond. Exciting, thrilling game. If you weren't a Vikings fan, because we saw flaws. I saw flaws, so
Yeah.
I look at it like that. But for anybody else, general fan, it was an exciting game. 28-25. Kirk Cousins still kind of looks like Justin Jefferson broke out of his shell. 10 receptions, 147 for my man over here who's looking to trade him. The Saints, they shouldn't have been in this, though, right?
Yeah, they should have.
No, all those pieces they were missing a lot.
Yeah. Michael Thomas.
Their number one running back, their number one receiver,
Yeah.
their number one quarterback.
Yeah, Taysom Hill. He'll do it all.
It wasn't even Taysom, though.
No,
it was Andy.
It wasn't.
Andy did fine. He did really well against our amazing defense, apparently. They scored way too many points against us.
Do the Vikings have a kicker?
We do.
Yeah.
I think we finally got to settle that. I mean, he missed a couple.
Oh,
here
wait,
and there,
wait.
but-
No. You see, I just baited him. What did your kicker do to allow to happen?
What do you allow to happen?
He missed a PAT that would have made it a 4-point game.
That is 100% correct. You are right.
Baited you.
Yeah,
It's
you
true.
got me. You're right. So this game wouldn't even came down to the thrilling fashion, in which case it did. Lutz had what? He had a 62-yarder
He had
earlier.
a 60 and a 60. He tried for the 61. So he had 60.
I thought he had a 62, and then he missed a 60.
I think he was 60 and he was going for 61.
Okay.
Okay, first off, Rams.
Regardless, call it 62. I don't
Yeah.
care. It
Yeah.
was a long ass
It was
fucking
a long
field
one.
goal.
He double doinks it. He hits off the upright and bounces right onto the. And Myles is upset that doesn't count if it breaks the plane.
Just the tip.
Just
Just a tip.
bounce down the field. Vikings escape with a victory.
You mentioned Justin Jefferson had a game, but how long did it take to get him involved?
Not right away. He got the first 2 catches.
Okay, but didn't do shit with it, right? The beginning of the game, he didn't do shit, and then they finally started using him. This is my point, because Jimmer and I have been talking about this. They finally started to move him around and use him like they did game 1, and then he blew up, and then they torched the Saints. So that's what they have to do more of. Not even just with JJ, with other players. Move them around, get him in space, do what they're doing. It took them a little while to do that. I don't know why they keep fucking around, but I mean, we got the win. You know, you said that earlier, Jimmer, a win's a win, so
Yeah.
we'll take it. But
That's the reason why I'm trying to tell myself when I was talking to some other guys at work too. Like, I need to stop acting like we're 1-3. We're 3-1.
Yeah.
These are still wins. You have to, even if they're ugly wins, they're still wins.
Should be 4-0.
Should be if they would have showed up in the second half. Definitely.
I I think people need to start paying more attention to the Muhammad Ali theory I have.
Ooh, what's that, Myles? I'm listening.
I think NFL teams will they'll hit you all, like, let's say you're saying Justin Jefferson didn't have that, he didn't start off real great. Well, that's fine. He's going to lull you to sleep. He's going to get you all like, oh yeah, I got this. And then the juice comes on.
The rope-a-dope.
Yep. And
Okay.
I just feel like some players do that on purpose.
I think you're right. I like that. I also like that Lattimore, everybody can shut the fuck up about him for a minute, right?
Yeah, he got spanked up and down the field.
Yeah.
It didn't matter who he was on because Thielen also had a game with 8 receptions.
Yep.
Thielen did have a game.
What the fuck? Big Air, do we just need to drop him? Can he just not drop passes in a game? Can we just have that?
I don't know if he needs like someone to boost his confidence or what he has going on. I know he hasn't been able to play an NFL game since he's really been back. Definitely not as the number one wide receiver, I should say, or number one tight end. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So he's still getting accustomed to it. I don't know what the hell is going on. Troy Munt looks more confident out there.
Yeah.
He has nothing to lose. Irv Smith has been told you're the tight end one. You're going to be the next best thing since you're basically a big ass wide receiver. And I don't know. I'm with you.
It sucks
Something
because
isn't
Kirk's
right.
going to throw it to him to his detriment. He will keep throwing to him. We've seen that in the past.
That's only because he doesn't go to anybody else. He only goes to just JJ. He only just started finding Adam Thielen recently.
It's always like the first down plays or something.
Oh,
Just
man.
clutch.
If only the Vikings had a good tight end. Oh, fuck, what happened to Rudolph?
He's sitting on the bench in Tampa right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, not willingly.
I know.
But hey, we'll take the win.
I'd probably take some Rudolph right now.
Why would
Yeah.
you not? Sure hands.
Yep.
Sure hand. So you're definitely not
He's
wrong
a
with
fucking
that.
baller, dude. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll leave that one there. We'll be excited we'll be excited with the 3-1.
Why would you not?
The Bills come from behind to beat the Ravens. Josh Allen doing Josh Allen stuff. Lamar scrambling for his life, but also was costly in this game. He was also part of the reason they lost this game.
Yeah,
He was, but he wasn't.
I think they're going to get OBJ now, too. Fuck.
What do you mean? The defense, too.
No, so they had an easy field goal to tie the game to go to overtime. They went for it on fourth, and Lamar threw an interception.
Instead of just kicking the field goal.
Yeah.
And that's why Marcus Peters and his head coach were in an argument, like damn near fist fight at the end of the game. He's like, I fucking played this whole game and you're going to pull that bullshit.
Yeah. So they went for it to score the touchdown to win because of, I believe, because they don't trust their defense. They think Josh Allen's going to come out, and he would have probably, maybe, right? But you kick the field goal, right?
Yeah. Always when you're taking it
It
out
would
of
have been like a 31-yard field goal, I think.
No,
if
you're
I
not.
remember
You're
right.
not thinking. I just got Harbaugh out of this.
How?
What did Josh Allen do to the Chiefs last year with 17 seconds? I mean, Patrick Mahomes returned the favor, but
Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying Josh Allen needs 17 seconds.
Yeah, I think it speaks volumes about what you think about your defense. Though.
Yeah.
You're not giving them any confidence in that. By doing that, and they lost the game because of it,
Yeah,
the defense is going to be even lower. You know,
It isn't like the Bills shredded you, by the way.
Right.
They won 23-20.
right?
This game.
Give us a little bit of something, They kept Josh Allen. It isn't like Josh Allen had a huge stat line. He was 19 to 36.
Yeah, that's terrible for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, give them. They're trying to gel. Maybe they've turned a little bit of a thing, and then you didn't go kick a field goal to take it to overtime. Like, we're here, we're ready to ball. Let's go.
Yep.
We found ourselves. The Ravens offense was skunked in the second half.
I love Marcus Peters.
And Buffalo's got a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Baltimore's got a lot of injuries, right?
Yep.
Okay, conspiracy theory, Myles. Do you think they did it to lower Lamar's value?
Who? Harbaugh? No, he gave Lamar the option. He always gives Lamar the option. What do you want to do? You want to go for a touchdown?
He's too much of a player's coach when it comes to that. When he talks to his
That's
offense.
true. I like him too much, so I can't even talk
No,
shit. I like
it's
Harbaugh.
not that he's
yeah.
a player's coach. That motherfucker wanted. He want to go to the casino, and he needs somebody to fucking ride or die with him when the media comes after him for losing it all.
Right.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, you want to go for this? You don't have to, but do you want to? And he's like, fuck it. Lamar's like, let's do it. And then Harbaugh's like, haha. You know,
A scapegoat.
What's that called though?
Scapegoat.
No, not scapegoat. Like, you try to talk somebody into something, and you're like, no, don't do that.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah.
But Myles, be real.
What?
You kicked the field goal there, right? Tie the game, go to overtime.
How much time was left? I mean, does anybody have a hint?
I don't.
I can look quick.
Yeah, look at when that field goal or when the interception happened.
The time's gonna matter.
Under a minute, I think.
So Tyler Bass field goal.
Should be the last.
I said 0 seconds.
Oh, that's even worse. I didn't think it was that low. Okay, so then you definitely kicked the field goal. I don't know.
That's Tyler. That's the other.
Yeah.
So they must have.
They must have kicked the game-winning field goal.
That's the end. That must be an end of overtime, though.
No, it
No,
didn't go
fourth
to
quarter.
overtime.
Fourth quarter.
quarter.
0, 0, 0 on the clock.
Hold on. We'll see if I can pull it
So
up.
they're at their 31. They had a gain.
Yeah.
No, it was a 31-yard. It would have been like a 31-yard field goal, so they're at like the 20-ish.
Yeah.
So they must have enough time. They went for the touchdown. If that's the case, they went for the touchdown thinking that they had to give it back to him in regulation time, not even overtime.
Yeah. So
If Tyler Bass was able to kick a field goal,
that changes my mind.
I don't know if I'm against it then, Danny. I didn't get to see this game, so. But if that's the case,
This doesn't show.
If
when
it's like
the
fuck it, we're gonna go to
interception-
overtime anyways. Touchdown it.
you can go by play. Here, that's what I'll do. All plays, interception by. Here we go. So 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth. Lamar Jackson threw the interception
Oh no, yeah,
It was-
you're going for that.
for the touchdown.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes left, and you're giving him it in regulation still.
I
Yeah.
didn't know there was that much time left.
Yeah. And then he marches him down the field for the game-winning field goal, 21 yards with time.
But
expired.
Lamar ain't throwing it. That's the shitty. This is Marshawn Lynch all over again.
One thing I want to go back to.
Give
What
J.K.
was that?
Dobbins the
I
ball.
did think
It
there was
was-
a lot less time. So that
It was 4th and goal at the Buffalo 2.
So 31 yards wasn't right either. Apparently my numbers are wrong.
Hey,
tonight,
hey, hey.
So
It's okay.
you know,
Yeah.
it's even better.
You don't even have to know what quarter it's in at this point, Danny.
So what, like 12-yard fucking field goal at that point if you wanted to do it. Oh, so if you're gonna do that, you make Lamar run it in then, right?
4th and 2.
Yeah.
Or
JK.
JK or whoever. You have 6 different running backs back there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you guys know. The 49ers are tearing the Rams up right now. Fuck.
Jimmy G, he's the
I
GOAT.
got- I got a 32-yard run by my boy Wilson, and then it hurts me at the same time
Yep.
because I've already won.
So I actually changed my opinion on that, and we'll keep rolling. But I changed my opinion on that with 2 yards away, and there's still 4 minutes left in the game in the regulation for Josh Allen to go. Yeah, I would go for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
With Josh Allen at the quarterback position, you're getting the ball back because they're not running the ball to run the clock down.
He did though. He literally ran it down to 0 seconds. That's what I'm saying.
It happened, but
Tyler
wouldn't
Bass.
have thought it would. You know?
Tyler Bass kicked the game-winning field goal. 0-0.
Damn, I thought there was less time. Yeah, I can't even argue with you. All right.
Yeah, that one. Like I said, I didn't know it went down exactly like that either. But now that I see that like that, I would have too. I don't think he should be getting crucified then.
We're never wrong. Sometimes it's misinformed.
Just sometimes. You're goddamn right, Miles.
It's
in a
okay,
while.
Danny.
Once in a while.
I'm still gonna ride with you. You know,
That's good.
just not on that theory.
We called this one, Danny G. Falcons beat the Browns 23-20. Brissett looking like Brissett. 234 and an interception. Nick Chubb balling. We did say that. But the Falcons, none of their stats are really, none of them are the high grace of it. They really didn't do anything real sexy. They had some running touchdowns. I mean, they did have 202 yards rushing as a team.
Yeah, Mariota. I picked him up, Myles. That did not work out for me this weekend.
Should have won Jared Goff. Tried to tell you.
Somebody already had him.
Yeah. Your boy did.
Yeah, I know who's got him, but when did you pick up Mariota? Same day?
After, because that's
After
who
he
was
was
the
gone.
best. So in my head, Mariota was like solid 17. Nothing crazy, 17 points.
Give me 17.
Yeah, I'll take
all I need,
that.
17.
Yep,
Who'd you play?
Mariota.
He got murdered.
Oh no.
Oh, Dakota.
Oh, yeah, it wouldn't
And
matter.
Dakota's
It
the one
didn't
that
matter
got it.
anyway, but it was a bad
But
weekend.
Dakota's the one that had him.
No, but
Yeah.
you could have had Jared Goff and still lost.
Yeah, 100%.
It would have made the points for at the end of the season a lot better, though.
To your point, though, Jimmer, the Falcons have been competitive with everybody this year.
They have
somehow.
been. So they were due.
Yeah.
And the Browns, who are just getting one bad letter of news every single day,
Yeah.
they took advantage of that. Falcons did come back in this game. They scored 13 in the fourth to do that, too, by the way.
Shit, okay.
Cowboys, Commanders. We were dead wrong about this one. Cooper Rush needs to stay the starting quarterback. The Cowboys want to continue to win. 25-10. Cooper Rush, 223 and 2 touchdowns. Nothing sexy, just kind of does the job.
Yeah.
Zeke still looking like shit. 19 carries, 49 yards.
He had way more touches this game. 19 carries, you said, right?
Yeah. But that's what, like 2.2 yards a carry or some shit? 2.1.
Yep.
CD looking good, though. 6.97 and a tutty. How concerned are you? What? Okay. I'm trying to lay this up for you. An alley-oop. What happens? Dak comes back. They lose 2 straight games.
There's calls for him to come.
But do they pull the trigger? Because we know the calls will come. Do they pull the trigger?
No. Too much money.
Too much money
He's
regardless,
getting paid way
right?
too much. Yeah, you can't do that. No. And here's the problem too with Dak. He beats bad teams.
Mm-hmm.
They do, right? When
Yep.
Dak's quarterback, they beat bad teams all the time. They lose against good teams.
Yep.
And that's so. In my opinion, Dak would have won the last couple games too. The Bengals, I don't know. I guess, but for sure Washington because they don't look very good at all.
Yep. Well, that defense is pretty.
He
damn
hates
good.
on the Bengals so bad over here.
No, he's watching the Rams game.
Oh, I thought you shut it off. Okay, I
No.
gotcha.
No, I can't do that.
He has an itch.
But what do you think though? They won't because of the money, right, Jimmer?
Jerry Jones got plenty of it.
That's the X factor. What he just said right there.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones does not care. I mean, he's a loyal guy. He really is. For an owner, he's as loyal as they come. Actually,
To his fans.
to his players too. He always finds a job for them. He takes care of them. If Des Bryant was in the stands for these games,
Yeah.
in the press box, I'm saying, I should say, in the suite, he takes care of his ex players. But he also wants to win. I could see him putting pressure on McCarthy to put him in if they start slumping, especially if the Giants leapfrog them.
That'd be crazy.
And then all of a sudden we're talking, because at the end of the day, I think he wants to win. I'm not saying he's not loyal to Dak, but at the end of the day, if his fans are calling for it and the wins are backing it up, he's the crazy son of a bitch. I would do it.
That's fair. Do you think their defense is as good as what they put on so far, Jimmer?
They just lost a big piece for the
No.
while.
No. I think it's one player. It's just like if he goes down, it's just like TJ Watt effect.
What's
He's
his
so
name?
Good. Micah Parsons.
Mekhi Parsons.
Yeah.
If he goes down, that's a TJ Watt effect.
Yep.
That-
100%.
Trayvon is and I'm not trying to downgrade him. I'm really not, because I think he's phenomenal. But he is the one that as much as he can seal a game, he could literally be the reason and cost you the game because he's going for the pick every time.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily pick the play that is the best for the team. He's picking the play that is going to glorify and sexify his stats. And he's a baller. He is. And I would love for him to be on my team, but I'd be just as frustrated with him as I'd be excited for him. He's that player, right? Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, he dropped it. Thank God.
We'll go to the game of the week by score. 48-45, the Seahawks at the Lions. Jared Goff, 378 and 4 touchdowns. Rashad Penny out of nowhere, 151 and 2 touchdowns. And here is, he's an Iowa goddamn legend, just like they all are as tight end. Screwed me in fantasy. TJ Hawkinson, 179 yards receiving on 8 receptions for 2 tutties.
2 tutties. Destroyed in fantasy this week, man.
Yeah.
And he's good. They need to use him more anyway. I
Yeah.
don't understand the problem to this point, but, thank God they've got some injuries apparently because they got it done. But Detroit, first in offense in the NFL, last in defense in the NFL. So if you play fantasy football, they're a great team to have. Anybody basically on the offensive side. Or if you're playing against them, play fucking everybody that you have against them. But that's not the important thing about this game, is it, Jimmer?
No.
Let's talk about DK Metcalf.
Go ahead.
He got carted off in this game, right? Did you see this?
No,
You're looking surprised. He got
I seen a
carted
card
off.
off. I didn't know why.
He actually, nobody knew why. So he tweeted after the game. He said the butt clinch walk wasn't going to get it done. He had to go take a poo-poo, and so he got carted off the field to go take a shit.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. I thought
That's what the butt clinch part. Look at that.
I seen this on I scroll across it on Facebook. It's like no way, and then it was just him on a cart, and somebody said something. Yeah, he's got to go poop or something. I'm like, all right, and then sure as shit, he retweets it. Yeah, butt clinch. Well, it ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah.
Oh, so what they do? Pull him out like on the middle of the field?
Yeah, he was got. No, it wasn't middle field. I think sideline.
Sideline.
Yeah,
like,
they
bro,
took him.
you need to get the cart now.
Yeah.
How come they don't have porta potties for him?
There's too many people. Too many fans.
Smell terrible too.
Smell terrible. There's too many fans though. Like they'd be heckling you while
Dude,
you're
that'd be
shitting.
so cool.
Could you shit if you had that many people like talking right behind you?
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
No, right, Danny?
I don't know.
Like, and Danny likes to poop. He poops like fucking 5 times a day, dude.
Just another normal day in the head of Myles.
I don't like people having a
don't know.
conversation out my door and they're in my house like they're my kids. I'm like, dude, can I shit in peace, please?
That's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
I sit with the door open.
One other important thing about this game, really fun to watch.
Gino?
Geno Smith is right now in fantasy football the number 9 quarterback in fantasy football.
So stupid, isn't it?
Fuck, that's awesome.
He had a 91.3 QBR.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, 320.
And just for the record,
He has the highest.
all of his stats are better than Russ's this year. Just so everybody
Oh,
knows
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
All of them.
I know he's been waiting for that one.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, Danny.
49 yards and a touchdown on the ground, too, to boot.
His QBR rating is actually better than any NFL quarterback right now.
Let's go.
Right, you know what's funny? The guys we literally talked about and beat down about, and I wanted no goddamn Seahawks. We just had this conversation just this on the
Everybody
previous
balled
one.
out.
DK 7, 149. Tyler Lockett 6 for 91. Rashad Penny had the 151 yards rushing. It's like everyone just kind of did their thing.
Geno,
but
I would
there
have
was
taken
no
Geno all
defense.
day too.
There's no
Yeah.
defense. Yeah, and Geno.
Yep.
But this is where you're gonna get. I'm gonna warn you against this for now. The moment you think you can go grab Geno and put him on your starting lineup, he's going to bite you, just because you ride with this. They have
Yeah.
nothing to lose. That's the one good thing they have going for all of them. They have nothing to lose. They're expected to be bottom of the league. They can get to out and wing it.
Do you see what he's doing?
What?
See what he's doing, Danny?
What's he doing?
Reverse psychology.
Oh, this guy.
Reverse
He's
psychology.
about to bid on him right now. is what
I
I'm
know. Easy bid would be I'd probably put $90 on him.
90. Okay, 91 it is.
I only got 97. Let's roll. I don't need a backup yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I'm playing my bye week without my quarterback.
We'll continue rolling here. The Titans beat the Colts 24-17. Matt Ryan actually still had a decent game though, but I think Derrick Henry's back.
Jonathan
Ish.
Taylor did not.
Jonathan Taylor, and he left this game again in the fourth with an ankle sprain.
You're welcome.
What is going on with this offensive line that you can't get this man a hole anymore all of a sudden?
Oh my god.
I think it's a lot of it's on him.
You think so?
I think he's getting beat up.
1 year though.
Issues.
1 year breaking out like that, like what
That's
he did.
when you're breaking out.
Yeah, no, I know. I
You
understand
know?
what you're saying. I'm talking about
Yeah.
your whole thing, but to
Yeah.
completely the wheels completely fall off.
It seems like it, right?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
And he was the number 1 fantasy draft pick by most people this year.
I think, and that's what sucks too. A lot of these people didn't have him before, right?
Right.
So they're like, fuck yeah, I'm going to jump on this train.
Yep.
I think, let's say they have better quarterback, better receiving options. They're playing better on offense. I bet it's a different situation. He comes in and plays. They're not in a good spot on offense. He's not motivated to come in and play. So he's going to take a break. But the question I was going to ask you, Jimmer, that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about him because he's got too many miles. You know that.
Yep.
Who's to say more about, Tennessee or Indy? I lean towards Indy myself. Yeah.
Indy.
Yep.
The Titans would be. This doesn't impress me. This isn't where I'm thinking, oh, God, Tennessee's changing their season around.
Right.
They're going to go as far. Actually, they're not even going to go that far either. because they've done it with more weapons, technically. But they're going to go as far as Derrick Henry can take them, regardless. But now they have even less weapons when he's not clicking, or you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that isn't enough for me because the way the Colts are playing has not been good by any stretch. The old Titans team would have beaten this team by at least 11 more points, almost doubled them up, minimum.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, a couple years ago especially. So I'm not it's the Colts, especially where I thought they were going to be. And this is not good.
You mean when they had A.J. Brown?
I don't understand. Yeah, absolutely, Miles. I don't understand why they're not making a call for a wide receiver. I do not get it. I do not know why you're not calling. I'm gonna keep sitting here beating on this drum why you're not calling Odell.
Every week you wait, it's going to be harder to bring somebody in.
They got Robert Woods, man. Wide receiver 1.
He's with the Titans.
No, we're talking about the Colts.
We're talking about Colts.
Yeah.
I thought he just said Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I did. I was talking Derrick Henry before that. Absolutely. I just mean we're talking about the Colts and just them playing under expectations this year.
Because they don't have any receivers besides Pittman, right?
Oh, yeah. No, they don't.
Yeah. They need to
And
get
they're using their tight end, Mo Alley Cox. He had 2 touchdowns in this one, too.
But that's also his first game, breaking out like that.
What are they going to do? They're going to trade Taylor for Allen Robinson.
I would think about it. I'm not even kidding, by the way.
Yes.
I'm not even talking about Allen Robinson, but if you could get a legit receiver, maybe even get a draft pick up in there, maybe, depending on who the receiver is.
Because that backup.
Hey, call the Bears.
Yes.
Damn, they already have running backs. But goddamn, like a Darnell Mooney. Find a player like a Darnell Mooney chilling on somebody's team where they could use a running back. Do you have anyone on top of your head that could look real good for running back? Maybe they have like a decent receiver that gets no love.
Danny Amendola.
I mean, the Bills have decent running backs. The Dolphins have decent running backs.
The Bills.
Like, as in, 2 or 3 deep.
The Bills could be it.
I'd say the Bills, but what receiver? Maybe like Isaiah McKenzie
Yeah,
or Gabe
they're deep in
Davis.
receiver
One of
too,
the two.
yeah.
One of the two. And you get yourself a Jonathan Taylor back there?
Yeah.
For a Gabe Davis?
Yeah. I wouldn't do that if I was the Bills, but maybe they would because they're missing a running back. They keep blaming the running backs that they have. But I don't think they give them the opportunity.
You wouldn't do that if you were the Bills? That's a loss for the Colts.
No.
Oh wait, you're trying to get rid of a injury-prone player.
Well, I think in today's NFL,
That's
a decent you can get a decent running back almost anywhere. I don't think you get that. Obviously, they're having issues finding receivers. Is my point. Bears, Giants kept rolling. 3-1. 20-12. Saquon is definitely back. We've been talking about that. 31 carries, 146 yards. Justin Fields threw the ball 22 times.
The Giants are going to keep getting better, too, every week, man.
Every week.
So, yeah.
That defense is playing with some heart. It's not hard. The Bears, these losses should already been happening. They're lucky they got the 2. So this is going to be the wheels falling off.
This is what I talked about before the season. Right now, they might be more in line for that number 1 pick than anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Even Houston's playing better than them. I mean,
they are.
Did they just beat Houston? No, the other way around. Houston. No, they did, didn't they?
They beat Houston.
Yeah. But I would still take Houston. I think overall throughout the season, I think they do better than the Bears. But that's a decision, right?
But the Seahawks in Atlanta are being surprisingly competitive.
Yeah.
Dude, this is nuts.
What?
The Rams just blitzed 3 times in a row? Blitzed.
Yeah.
We ain't seen one of those since 1991.
91, bro.
Holy shit.
That's fucking awesome.
Nothing else too much about that one. Jaguars, Eagles. Jaguars almost, especially in the first quarter. I was like, oh, hell yeah, watch this.
Yep.
They kind of came back down to earth, though. Final score 29-21. Jalen Hurts not looking that sexy, but Miles Sanders had himself one hell of a game. Right after I traded him, of course. 27 carries, 134, and 2 touchdowns.
34.
Shit that can carry your fantasy
That
team.
won't help every week, though. It's fine.
Yeah.
I feel confident in that. I'm not bashful of this yet, or I'm not ashamed of it yet. So Chris Godwin will be back. I just didn't play him this week either. He did okay, and they said he'll be good for the next game, even though he got a little banged up.
I feel way better about the Jags. They didn't pull it out. We did think they would. We said, all right, put your money on the Jags. They didn't quite get there, but I feel better about them because every week they get better.
Yep.
So
and it isn't like they got blown out of the building on this
Exactly.
either.
So we're ignoring the 4 fumbles. Okay.
By who?
What do you mean by Trevor Lawrence fumbled the ball 4 times?
Yeah, that Philly defense is
Philly
tough,
defense, like you were talking, getting after him.
Mm-hmm.
He's still
Fumbled it 4 times.
He's still a future Hall of Fame quarterback.
Who is?
Trevor Lawrence.
Just for the record.
That was a cornerback. That was really good.
Who?
Trevor Lawrence.
I said quarterback.
No, it was a cornerback, and he's in the Hall of Fame because the Trevor Lawrence you speak of is not going in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, shit.
You would. Oh,
This
Danny
fucking
Danny
guy.
just gained someone to back him on this.
I've been
I know
riding
you have
with
been this year.
lately.
You have this.
Yeah.
You have. There has been more press.
Urban Meyer fucked me up, apparently.
Everyone's doing bad. Everyone has a bad game. I guarantee we can go back and Peyton Manning has a 4 fumble game.
Yeah.
Dude, you get rid of that. You get rid of Trevor Lawrence's dong and put some tits on him.
Sunshine. Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Let's go.
You can be my little piece.
Yeah.
We're
The
taking that out.
Jets, the Jets, which I did call.
Yeah.
24-20 against the Steelers. Zach Wilson, you said, and he did. He helped bring the Jets back. He started off slow. Started finding momentum. So evidently not just. Oh, so I did want to touch on that. You know, I told you that Kenny Pickett came in. He showed definitely good flashes. I think he only missed on 5 passes or something like that. I'll look it up in a second. But what he brings out in these receivers, young receiver, George Pickens, 6 receptions, 102 yards.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying in this is that you got to look through the good for the bad. So I was off by the attempts, the amount of attempts. They didn't run the ball that much, or they didn't pass the ball that much. He only had 13 attempts, 10 completions. So all 3 of his incompletes were interceptions.
Yeah. What about
He wasn't sacked, though,
it's a
either.
bad team.
He wasn't sacked. He threw for 120 yards, 9.2
They protected
average.
him, which is good. Yeah.
Yep. I think he was getting rid of the ball quick. So,
Interceptions.
if you want a fantasy guy right now, if he is by some dumb luck on your waiver wire, go grab Pat
Zach Wilson.
Freiermuth right now.
Oh, okay.
Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah.
7 catches, 85 yards, and it's only going to be like that with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Kenny, so I went Zach. I'm like, I would take Zach all day over him, all right? But
I got a serious one there for you, though. Corey Davis has been balling this year
Yeah.
quietly. You
Yeah.
pick him up.
Yeah.
Wide receiver 3 status for sure,
Yep,
right?
Stash him, hang out for a little bit. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, five receptions, 74 yards, and a touchdown. That's kind of what he's been doing,
Yep.
right? Brees Hall had himself a little bit of a game.
Finally,
Didn't have theirs.
yeah.
17 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Michael Carter is not having that much of a game.
No, he's not.
Zach Wilson only completed 50% of his passes, though. 18 to 36, 252. Did have 2 interceptions. Had a touchdown in the air.
Yeah, personal opinion, I don't think he's that great, but it was his first game back.
Yeah.
So you got to give him a little leeway there.
Yep.
So,
And on the road.
yeah.
A little wing back action there. Let's get back to it. We have Chargers, Texans. Chargers did what they were supposed to do, 34-24. Justin Herbert back at action, 340 and 2 touchdowns.
Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler. Hold on. This was a game for offense in general. Mike Williams, 7 receptions, 120 yards. Damian Pierce finally had himself a game, 14 carries, 131 yards, and a touchdown.
He
on
had
the
one
ground.
big, 70-yarder,
Yep.
so yeah.
Yep. I'm waiting for Danny, pay your internet bill.
Ah, shit.
Just kidding. I think I misclicked it. Austin Eckler did have 60 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. He also got another one in the air, 6 for 49. He balled out also.
Finally, yeah.
But Mike Williams, that's what you're going to get when you don't have that other guy out there.
Yep.
Until he does come back. Davis Mills, admirable, 246, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. They did what they needed to.
Yep. We did call it.
But we also said that Texans aren't just going away. They're not going to sleep. You're not whooping them up, you know.
I like Damian Pierce, too. I really
We
do.
already
Absolutely
called
think he's a good
this,
running back. Yeah.
and there's already rumblings, too, by the way. The Cardinals do end up winning this game at the Panthers, 26-16. Kyler, nothing really special in this game for either team. But they're already talking about Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold is coming back from injury.
Yeah, what else do we call about that coach of Carolina this year?
Out.
He gone. Yeah. Sooner than
How many
later.
more games does he get?
I'm going to say, so we're at 4.
Does he get
I'm
to
gonna give him to like
halfway mark?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him right about there. Matt Rule is gonna be gone. They look so bad, man, and there's no reason for it. They're not a bad team. They've got talent. They've got a good defense.
Yep.
He's gone, bro.
No, they're gonna ride with him for the year. Eric Bieniemy.
Bieniemy. That would be smart. They've got a lot of talent there. Yeah.
See if it's actually him and try to put the pieces together.
It's gonna be him because they're gonna pay him.
I like it, Myles.
And Malik.
Yes.
No, not Malik. Sorry. Malik went to Tennessee.
Oh no, it's the Ole Miss.
Ole Miss one.
Yeah. The fucking.
He's out for the year.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. They'll probably so if someone else comes in, they're not going to want him anyway. They're going to go find theirs in the draft, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Baker. This is where we
Nothing.
No
C-Mac did get a lot of targets and a lot of catches this week. Usually he doesn't from Baker. So.
No. But he only had 27 on the ground. 9 for 81 and a touchdown in the air though.
Yeah.
Just so many weapons there. How is it not? Yeah, they don't have any receivers either. Either way, just not a very good game. Kind of like what we said was going to happen. I even flipped mine. I went to the Cardinals because it was going to be a later game than usual. I thought it was going to be an early game, but we will continue on, and that is the Patriots and Packers. We kind of touched base a little bit on it. 27-24 was the final. Went to overtime to get that. The news of this one is purely that they were playing without Mac Jones. They went in with their backup. Their backup got hurt in the first quarter. He was 5 of 6 at that point. But Bailey Zapp came in, and he didn't have a bunch of throwing yards. He was 10 of 15 for 99, but did throw a touchdown.
Yeah, Harris balled out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harris had a touchdown, 86 yards on the ground. Ramondre had 66 yards on the ground.
Okay, so we're talking $150 between the two of them. So
Yeah.
shit.
Don't even know where all the rest. Oh, no way. He got picked off. He did. I didn't get to watch much of this game either. I missed like the first set of games of the day, and only caught like some of the rest. But yeah, he threw. Aaron Rodgers threw an interception that
Pick
went
six.
yard. Yep.
Yeah. Yep, I did see that. That was early, I think.
Yep, went yard. That's what kind of. Because I was like, where the hell did they get the points to even be in this game? And
Yep.
nothing real sexy, but the Packers are just like us, right? They're 3-1, so just take the wins.
Yeah, I think the Packers are a lot more in the like, we don't know how good our defense really is after that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what our receivers can do because I think that pick six was a bad route by the receiver. I think they weren't in the right spot because it was a just clean pick, nobody near him, took a yard. And a lot of Aaron Rodgers getting pissed at the offense because they're not in the right spot, not going where they need to be. So I know it's a different game, but him and Tom Brady had the same issues with receivers and trying to figure that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
But to your point, yeah, a win's a win. They're going to take it, but a little more question than you would think after this. What do you think, Myles?
I think the Packers, they're going to win the division.
We'll talk about that after this.
Aaron Rodgers. Sorry to say it. Sorry. Hey, I do have the Vikings going to the Super Bowl. I did pick that at the beginning, them and the Chargers.
Okay.
But I do have the Packers winning the division. Aaron Rodgers just got to get timing down. I don't think the playbook is probably a little complex considering Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not talking about a simple playbook for these. Granted, you're getting paid all that money. You better know. But I mean,
But as a rookie,
you're talking about rookies. They're they ain't got a long term deal. They don't have the money. They got to do a lot of stuff outside of practice too.
I'm with you. I think more of this comes, and definitely in the last year, I've gained more respect for Aaron Rodgers, especially taking his stand on outside life, right?
Oh, fuck, Tebow's saying that.
I think a lot of this is on Aaron Rodgers, and I don't think he sees it. So I'm not talking about just the wide receivers, the young wide receivers. That's all we keep talking about, right? Are we forgetting that he has a couple guys receiving threats that are legitimate, have been in the system for a few years now and multiple times? Randall Cobb, he has 3 receptions on only 4 targets.
And Tanyan.
And Tanyan, who he doesn't utilize either. He did get a touchdown this game, but he's 2 for 22 on 2 targets.
He uses Tanya in the red zone, and that's it. And Cobb is like kind of like Thielen, like first down guy. Just get him where you know he's going to be. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm totally with you on that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's partly him. And, like, I think he has some nice pieces coming up. I mean, you talked about it a little bit earlier. I think Romeo Doubs is going to be that next guy for him. Alan Lazard looks like it, quote-unquote, 6 receptions, 116 yards. But I think Romeo Doubs is more going to be that guy. I think he's the one that's taken the biggest step from where he was. So,
here's my problem. Aaron still wants to throw the ball all the time. You have 2 guys behind you that could start for any NFL team.
mm-hmm.
Use them more. You know, give your rookies a break, your young guys a break. Use them more, whether it's running the ball or just giving them a quick, dump off, let them get in space. Use them more, man. They're so good. It's starting to get cold. You've got to do it.
Deebo Samuel got a touchdown.
Oh, there it is.
14-6.
Fucking rip the ball out of the DB's hands.
Yeah, Jimmy's there. They're going to win the division this year.
Missed 2. They missed. Jalen Ramsey missed a tackle to stop it.
Of course he didn't.
But he's gonna bitch at Rap for missing the first tackle.
Yeah, he doesn't tackle. It's fine.
Yeah. We'll move on. We did call this one too when we were accurate. The Raiders finally.
This motherfucker, when we were accurate. We didn't miss as many as last week, let's be real. Okay?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
last week when Myles was here, we missed a handful. There were some upsets.
There was a lot of upsets last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
This week wasn't as bad.
No.
Okay.
Well, we got a high majority of them right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the Raiders finally get in the win column.
That's right, baby.
32-23. Broncos defense is still struggling. Josh Jacobs, 144 and 2 touchdowns though. Devontae Adams did end up with 9 receptions, 101 yards, getting him back acclimated.
Yeah.
Is this the turn for the Raiders?
They have to be willing to use Jacobs more, like they did in this game. They haven't done that till this game.
Right.
This was his highest usage percentage in his career.
28 carries.
Yeah, he's never done that before.
Yep.
So that's a big deal. If they do that more, they run the ball more, they can get play action, get Devontae the ball more for sure. In my opinion, this solidified the whole. I know I bag on Russ.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of injuries too, so that makes it worse. That offense is not good. For all the talent they have, it's not good. They've got another injured running back now.
Out for the year, ACL.
They're
LCL.
last in the division, in my opinion.
I could definitely see that now. But I still give this more to the coach. I think he's over his head. I don't think he's ready. And I was mistaken in the offseason about that.
It's definitely part of it. I agree. Yeah. Yep.
I just think he isn't utilizing, and I think he's so used to Aaron Rodgers getting the stuff done for him. You know what I mean? Like, he called the play. Yeah, great. You called the play. Aaron Rodgers made that play work because it was on a timing route. It was how he throws the ball. Not everyone throws the ball like Aaron Rodgers. So you need to call a game like he's still not calling a game that suits Russ, whether you're a Russ fan or not. What suits Russ is backing up, rolling out, and trying to go deep or taking off his legs. Maybe he catches a crosser. He's still trying to run this offense like it's Aaron Rodgers back there.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem also is. And I think I really do believe he's over his head. He doesn't have the support through that team. They are lucky they got the 2 wins so far.
Yes.
I don't know what they do unless he snaps out of it himself and learns quickly on the fly. And that's Russ is going to be happy regardless because he just got paid.
Yeah.
He has a better offensive line than what he had with them, so he's not getting hit as much. He has the weapons. His only gripe is going to be the play calling and shit like that. But ultimately, I don't even think he's going to say anything when you're getting paid that much money.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not this year.
Agreed. I think my only gripe with that is who has control of the play.
He does.
He does.
Yeah.
So he can change it. That's what Aaron Rodgers has always done up until this year. He adjusts. He audibles, changes things, moves guys around, and he changes the play. Russ has been here long enough. He can do that.
He can if the play. So what I mean by that is like the playbook is he's still getting it down and turning it into like his terminology versus his plays and stuff like that.
Yep.
You know, and Once he has that down, we'll see something a little different. He will. I guarantee he'll audible out of some of that
Who's
stuff.
the?
And then we'll see if he's any good at that point.
Who's the backup? He went from the Chargers. Who's the backup running back or the second running back there?
Melvin Gordon.
Gordon. So he's dinged up too. So the running backs are in a tough spot.
So Mike Boone, baby, old Minnesota
Could be.
Viking.
Yeah, it could be. The receivers are dinged up. Russ Hader or not, they're not going to be great this season.
I don't think so either. There's gonna be some acclamation now.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll tried to warn the league when he was willing to trade him.
You're right.
Yeah.
How often do
He's seen the decline.
You do not see. I'm with you. You do not see franchise quarterbacks leave their teams, not with plenty of years left on their life, their football life. I'm saying.
No,
Because how old is he? 30, 33, 34?
33 sounds right.
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Yep.
In NFL quarterback years, you still have at least, 6 years left in there?
4.
Four for sure.
Four
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be thinking about this. And when they were talking about getting rid of him was actually the season before that. So it was like when he was 31.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe there is that way. So you don't get rid of franchise quarterbacks. Super Bowl franchise winning quarterbacks.
Agreed.
And
That's the reason why they were trying to get rid of Jimmy G, because he's not a franchise winning quarterback.
He's just a winner. Yeah.
Regular season, absolutely. Just not the big game.
He got LeBron.
Who did?
Jimmy G.
He got LeBron. Please explain.
Belichick was ready to play him over Brady.
Yeah. He wanted to, but he couldn't.
And he's like,
Kraft
well,
wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah,
if you don't get rid of him, then I'm not playing no more.
Yeah, you are right. Cause they were trying to. He was kind of trying to alienate Tom Brady, maybe even trade. You remember that funky time right there?
Yeah.
He wanted his quarterback of the future. He thought he had it. Yeah. So done with that one. They finished last. That's what we're predicting in the first quarter of the season. Done.
Two of us were. One of us that's not here tonight said they would win the division, just for the record.
Right. I had him Did I have him dead last or I had him in third?
Third, I think.
I think I had him in third.
Yep.
I think I had the Chiefs last.
I think so.
I think I did. Which ties us into our last game.
Over the Chargers.
I have the Chargers winning the division.
Oh, my God. They just sacked them twice. Jesus.
Chiefs take care of business against the Buccaneers, 41-31. Clyde Edwards, 92 and a touchdown. Tom Brady did have 385 and 3 touchdowns, but threw the ball 52 times. Mike Evans had himself a game, 2 touchdowns, 103 on 8 receptions. I'm going to just be blunt here on this one, and that is I am 1,000% more concerned for the Buccaneers than I am more sold on the Chiefs after this. Because if the defense isn't carrying them, we already seen whatever the hell is going on offense. Leonard Fournette had 3 rushes.
That's Tom doing that. You know what I mean?
Calling out of it?
Yeah.
I mean, they were down quick. They were down 14-3 right out of the gate. It was 17-28 at halftime. Still could have tried to chew and give that defense a rest a little bit. So I'm with you on that. Still, Chris Godwin did come back in this game, 7 for 59 PPR. That's good. I'm just saying I'm more worried about Tampa Bay. I don't know. If it wasn't for that division and they're all in flux down there,
yes,
Tampa Bay would lose this division.
Yeah, 100%.
If they had Drew Brees right now with his bum shoulder for the Saints would win this division.
Yeah.
Who else am I missing in that one? You have Carolina.
The Falcons. The Falcons are sneaky. You never know.
Falcons are getting stanky right now. But the Saints would roll this division up if Brees was out there. That's my point.
Yeah. Agreed.
And Sean Payton was there.
I feel weird in this game about the Chiefs. Maybe Indy just came to play because they couldn't lose another one last week. But how they shit the bed against Indy and then balled out. Now, Andy plays really good after a loss. He makes adjustments. And so there's that. I think it exposed the Bucs defense for sure. I'm not as worried about you about the Bucs right now. They're getting healthy. They're going to win the division. If we talk, let's talk fantasy for a second.
Addition by subtraction, though. It's because the rest of the choices in NFC South, of course, they're going to win the division.
Yeah, I mean, so right now they might be maybe a hair better, but they're getting healthier. So it's just that gap is gonna get bigger. But I think that the receivers are getting healthy. Tom's starting to look better. If you're in fantasy, you try to get Tom Brady right now. The way,
Okay.
like you said, Leonard Fournette rushed the ball 3 times in that game. That's not because that was a play calling. That's because Tom said, no, we're doing this. And he did a lot of, he got pissed off and everything. But then once he gave up on somebody, he went to Mike Evans the next play. He's like, I know where you're going to be. I know where you're going to be. Mike doesn't get that many targets, Jimmer.
Oh, we know. And I don't know why he doesn't utilize them. We talk about it.
Right.
If you watch that game last night, they utilized Mike Evans a little Gronkish.
Yeah. He
Watch
played big.
where he was running the routes. They started bringing him inside.
It's either
And he was running goes right up the middle.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Brady's slot or tight end.
What's that?
That's 90% of his passes to slot or tight end.
Yeah, he loves the slot and his tight end, but they started running Evans, exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They started running Evans like a tight end.
Yeah.
They started streaking him up the field on the inside. That was Gronkowski's route.
Yep.
He was taking those shots, too, by the way. So Mike Evans
was
might
getting
not
beat
hold up doing that
Yeah.
shit either because he was taking shots.
But listen, Godwin's getting healthier. He played a little bit in this last game. He'll play more next, and he'll get more. I think the other receivers are going to get adjusted and healthier. That offense is going to be fine. The whole season, I thought Tampa's defense is a little overrated for where they're at, and this really showed it with the Chiefs. Now, Patty, he was magic. Just to give him a little love because we hate on him so much, he pulled off some bullshit in that game.
Yeah, some weird flip pass.
Yeah,
you seen that? Like,
Yep.
he looked like he's about to run with it at the 3, but he actually just literally flipped it like this right over the top, like a volleyball hit.
Yep,
right over to the
exactly.
run. I think it was a running back. Was it Clyde?
Yeah, it was Clyde on that play.
Yep.
Yeah. It was really fun. I don't know if the Chiefs can do that every game. So to your point, I don't know how I feel about that.
Right.
But I do think the Bucs are going to be better every week, and lucky for them, they're in that division. So.
Yes, sir. And that's what I got.
All right, Miley. Pause your game for a minute. I want you to tell a story. So, do you like to gamble?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did.
If I asked you this a week ago, would you say yes, I like to gamble?
I would say casino. Let's go.
So,
Makes
what
sense if you
happened?
don't think about it.
Makes sense if you don't think about it. So what happened to make you say I did, Miles?
Oh, the itch is still there. I just can't scratch it anymore.
You
You
don't have to put the amount that you put down.
Oh,
but
I will. So I go to the casino by myself. Bad move. Very bad move. It already takes people have to tell me an hour before they want to leave. Like, hey, we got to go. Because I'm sitting there. I'll hit 10 more slots for one spin on the way out.
Just like, oh, shit.
yeah,
really?
I got to tell him when I went up there. I'm like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I thought James was like, hey, if you don't get out of here, I'm walking.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
And he still proceeded to hit like 3 more on the way out. Just toss it in.
I'm coming. Tap, tap.
That's exactly how it went.
Yeah.
Shit.
So I go in there. I go in there with 100. I lose it in about 15 spins or so.
So what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
10 minutes?
Depends on what room you're in.
All right.
Maybe the high roller room was not a good idea. But anyways, I get out of the high roller room and I go play this game that me and my wife always play. And it's pretty good about giving you free games. And it's kind of, I don't know, you get sounds and lights and pretty pictures I want to play.
Right.
So I'm in there. I put the last of that $50 in there. And I'm on this game where the wilds, like it fills up these pyramids. I had all these pyramids lit up one spin away when I ran out of money.
Okay.
The itch starts. I'm like, all right, I'm only getting out 140 more. So I get out 140. I come over there. I put it in there, and I'm winning. And I'm losing. And I'm winning. And then I'm losing. And then that 140's gone. I'm like, well, that wasn't fun. I spent it all on this fucking game. So I go get another 140. I lose that pretty damn fast. Faster than
The first one?
the first one.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, well, it's time to go, Oh, shit, I got a credit card? Well, let's go pull some money out with that. Pull 140 out with that. I play on that for a while. Well, I go to So mind you, now my debit card can no longer pull out any money. I'm on my credit card. I go pull 100 out, and now my credit card's like, I'm like, what the fuck? I put in for 140. He's like, I'm like, all right, well, 100 it is. So I get 100, stick it in the slot machine, and I'm playing it, and I get down to like $50, right? I'm like, fuck, all right. Well, we got a hit. Now we got to hit.
Now we got to. The whole rest of the time
Got to hit. So I take that last 50 and I'm hanging on to it like it's my life. I put it in the Buffalo. And I'm betting 75 cents and it gets me up to 100 and it never lets me get below 60, right? I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. So I do this like 2 or 3 times. I get up to 120 and then back down to 60. And I'm like, all right, I really got to leave. Now, because at this point, I can't pull out any cash.
Yeah.
They don't take checks because I asked.
You're stuck.
So I'm like, well, this is how it goes. We're going to lose it all. Max bet that motherfucker. I hit it once. I'm like, well, let's see what happens. And then I watch my money dwindle, and I hit it again. I watch my money dwindle. Next thing I know, free spins, Buffalo, let's go.
Let's go, Buffalo.
We're in the zone, right? I'm not even looking at the screen because I'm like, it's going to piss me off, I'm like, I don't want to see this shit. And I hear, wild, Buffalo. And I look up, dude, I thought I hit 14K. And, I mean, at one point in time, I thought I hit 145,000. But I didn't. Let's get that straight. But
right.
At first, I thought I did. And then I'm like, oh, okay, 14K, let's go. So anyways, free spins finish up. Lady comes over there. Like, they find you when you hit a jackpot. You ain't got to push no button. They come to you. So she's over there fairly fast. She gets my info, gives me a tax form. I'm like, oh, yes. And she goes, yep, 14 grand. I'm like, yep. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant 1,400. I'm like, what the fuck? What
Shit.
the fuck did you just say to me? Anyways, still excited about $1,400 after going down the hole pretty good.
Right.
But anyways, get my money, comes over there, counts it to me, and I'm like, well, do we leave? You never leave a heater, Danny. You never fucking leave a heater.
So, Myles, you tell me you just won all your money back and you had some and you stayed?
Oh, yes, I stayed.
Oh, okay.
And I hit for 300 more.
Oh, shit.
We're up to 1,700, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm like, there's more in these slots, baby. They're hitting. Now they quit hitting, dude. I left with 200 cash in my pocket. 200 cash in my pocket. That's not enough to cover everything I pulled out of my cards. That's not everything that I could have left with 17 fucking hundred, and I left 200 behind. Or
200 left in your pocket.
Actually, you know what? We gonna call that positive money.
Oh, are we?
Is that how this math works?
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Makes sense if you don't think about it.
Oh no, I got to make sense if you don't think about it.
Okay.
James, you never let your friend go to the casino alone.
He did. I did tell him I'd go with him, and I ended up all like, dude, I'm way too dog shit tired. That's what I get.
I do got to be honest. And I'm not like, I hate to say it because then I'd go back on something I've said before, but you ever seen like an addict get like a bad itch? I gotta have it, right?
Yeah.
I've always said I would stop after I get a hand pay. That was it. I mean, after I fucking spent it and got the big hand pay, damn it. But no, my eyes got about 10 times bigger. My heart is pumping. I'm finally playing machines I've never had the money to play. And it's gobbling it away. At one point in time, I was down to $800, and I was like, you know what? It's a good time to leave. Walking out the door. Fuck it.
Hey, you had fun, though, right?
I mean, the drive home was kind of depressing.
That'll happen.
That's a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah, everybody's all excited to hit that jackpot for me. Like, yeah, that's a nice hit. I'm like, yeah, it's not the fucking 14,000 I thought it was.
14,000, you wouldn't have walked away, though.
14,000, I would have walked away.
What's the number where you walk away without a question? What's the number where you would not have thought twice? I'm walking out right now.
You brought something like $600, just like you did, right?
Yep.
What's the number?
What is the number to get me out of the casino?
Right
Yeah.
then, it pops on the machine. What number you see?
I would have left with 1,400 if I didn't think it was 14K, dude. Do you imagine like what's pumping through me at that point?
think 14K is that's a huge.
Like even she said 14K,
Yeah.
and she goes, "Oh, sorry, sir, 1,400." I'm like, How the fuck you what? Like,
That's called a tease.
dude, that is a big like. My adrenaline was jacked. I'm like, I'm the fucking man.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm sitting here.
I'm
like,
not getting pegged tonight.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, Myles, all I know is that's what it's like to be a Vikings fan. Okay?
All right.
So now you know.
Now you
Okay?
know.
So many ups, so many downs.
A
but you
big,
still
real
stay.
big high up, and then a real hard fall down.
Yeah.
I'm not lying, dude. That was hard.
Yeah.
And she said that, and
It just deflated you?
you know what I did? I lit a cigarette. I felt like I just got fucked. I'm sitting there shaking. I'm like, this bitch purposely said I got 14K, and I'm leaving with 1,400. I ain't leaving with 1,400.
I'm getting that 14K.
Here we go. Yeah, I get it, Myles.
I guess the words of wisdom would have to be when you have a nice chunk, walk.
Walk away, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
you over doubled your money. You over doubled.
1,100 is not enough.
It's because you went by yourself.
Hey, you know what was cool though?
1,100, I would have drug you out.
You know.
If you hit on that and I was with you, we would have walked.
Oh, I know. I know.
I would have walked your ass out. I'm like, we're going.
I had 10 people message me, leave.
Yep.
And
since I saved you the rest of the money, the fee would be $100. I'd be getting up off you to get you out of there.
we would have been tipping people on the way out.
Just making it rain.
No shit.
And ones, not hundreds, because if it was 14K, then it would have been hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That for tips.
Drop it.
Oh, you checked my ID? Here's 100 for you.
100 for you.
Absolutely.
Hey, on a serious note, I have been with a friend when they hit not a jackpot, but they came out ahead, and he tipped the fucking garbage lady there. He's like, you know what? You look like you've had a good night. I'm gonna make it better. He gave her $100. I was sitting there like, what? I want to go play.
Where's
I
my
want
honey?
to go play, man. but he actually did give me 100 for driving him up there. So, but
There you go.
but you gotta win. You gotta win.
Yeah. Leave ahead, gentlemen. That's what that is. I don't blame you. You're by yourself, Myles. It's all good, man.
I could have bought my
Happens to the
sex
best
doll.
of us. The robot sex doll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. You want me to fuck? Sorry.
With a thick fap screen on the face. I just gave you something, baby.
Oh, man. He's mind blown over here. You see this guy?
Fucking geniuses.
Geniuses. Well, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. So if you happen to find us out there on the interweb somewhere, be sure to like, subscribe. Definitely give us a rating. It really helps us get the word out there to everybody. Share if you can. But, God, where's the podcast available, Jimmer?
Anywhere and everywhere podcasts are available. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and, of course, YouTube.
Yeah, damn right. YouTube, you get to see all of our beautiful faces, including Miley. He's been doing a great job filling in lately. We love it. We love his commentary
Damn straight, baby.
and his gambling.
Oh,
We love the stories.
yeah. Sorry, viewers. I didn't know shit about football, the NFL games, because I wasn't in the FanDuel part of the casino. I'll tell you that much.
You didn't quite make it over
No. Can I go one more time on this?
Yeah, do it.
The crazy part about it, they don't have clocks in this son of a bitch.
Of course they don't.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm ignoring some text messages, and I look over, and it's the Chiefs and Buccaneers. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's the late game.
That's a Sunday night game.
Oh, my God.
These they got me. They got me.
They got you. You got yourself a little bit. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, I mean,
It'll happen. It'll happen. And if you're looking to get jacked and tan, jacked and juicy out there before wintertime, be sure to check out FitBod. It's an app you can download on your phone. Use code 3GIG, and you save how much, Jimmer?
25%. 25.
Or you can find Pujols' steroids.
That's right. See, it might help you get jacked so
Yeah.
you can hit 703 home runs in your MLB career. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. But check it out. You can do everything on there. Set up all your workouts. It tracks everything for you, so you don't have to do it. You don't need any goddamn notebooks anymore. But, yeah, other than that, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This is 3 Gig Sports. We out.